Hey folks, here John Oakes with Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location. And today, as you would expect, we've got another addition to our inventory here. This being this very nice 1999 GMC Yukon SLE here sitting right behind me. We're going to take our time here to go through this car. Very nice vehicle here. Try to point out to you, all the specifics there about it. For the most part, it's all OE stuff here, all factory original, but there have been a few bells and whistles added to it, and we'll go ahead and touch on those as we walk our way around the vehicle. So done here in the correct, the storm gray metallic paint here. Paint all the way around this vehicle, all in pretty good condition. I think I only saw maybe one or two little tiny spots that had been brush touched on it, all of which though for the overall all looks very nice on this vehicle. As far as kind of the overall on it, so again, it is a 99 Yukon, the SLE package. It does have the 5.7 liter, the Vortec 350 with the 4L60 automatic transmission. And then of course it's got the 10-bolt rear in it with the 350 gearing in that differential. As far as the other stuff, as far as suspension goes, it's factory original suspension. It does in fact have the Belltech lowering kit on it. That's all the way around on the vehicle here, so as you notice it is a lot lower than what it would have been from the factory obviously. And we do have a set of aftermarket wheels and tires on the vehicle there to help with that lowered look. So we'll go ahead and go over those wheels and tires right now. So these are a set of the Foose Riddler wheels here. Now these, of course, you can see have the machine lip, the gloss gray centers there on those. They are a 22-inch wheel, so nice big wheel underneath this car. As far as the tires go, we've got our set of these are two, I think they're 265/30 ZR22s on the front, and then a set of 295/30 ZR22s on the back. Now, even though they are different sizes, they are in fact the same name brand tire, same tread pattern, same everything. I believe the name brand on these are Duron, and I think they're M626 series tires. So again, same tread pattern. So again, all of that matches. There's nothing really mismatched on the vehicle whatsoever. As you can see here, we do have the bright wheel lip trim here. Again, that's all affixed to the vehicle, good and secure, and looks really good here. Polished up really well here for the vehicle. I'm not going to go over things such as like the door gaps and so forth like that. Again, really no need to on a vehicle like this here. It is your four-door model here, and then of course you do have the rear section on the vehicle, which we will go through. It does in fact have both mirrors here, the driver's side and passenger side mirror. The driver's side is power, so you can go ahead and adjust that from inside. As you can see, all tinted windows here on the vehicle, all of which are in really good shape. No chips, no cracks, no scratches whatsoever on any of the side glass. We'll check the rear out when we get there. Let's go ahead and open our door up. The interior is really nice in this vehicle too. Again, for a 99, it's got the cloth interior. You can see the bucket seats with the armrest. You got the center console there, the factory dash, factory instrumentation. It does in fact also have the factory heater and AC in it also. Column shift, as with all of these vehicles were. The only thing that has been changed on the interior really has been just the addition of the Sony AM/FM CD player there in the center. As far as the carpeting goes, that's all in good shape. There's no rips or tears anywhere. Of course, it shows a little bit of sign as far as like some of the fading and so forth from just normal wear and tear, but it does in fact have the power driver's seat, power windows, power door locks as well. It's also got the keyless entry there, so you do have a fob for it, so that'll get you into the vehicle. Other than that though, that's pretty much it. All your seat belts are all here and all intact. So that's the front area of the interior. Again, the door shuts very nice. Again, all your seals, your weather stripping, everything, we've kind of checked over all of that stuff and it all looks in great shape. Here would be your back seat, which again, it will fold and I believe it lifts up to towards the front seats there so that you can make more room and so forth there for any type of cargo that you might have to put in here. So that's pretty much it there. Again, all your door panels are all in great shape. It's all the factory, you know, other than just the head unit itself, it's all the factory stereo equipment, the speakers and so forth like that. So that's the back seat. Again, as I did mention, it is the SLE version. You do in fact have the trim along the bottoms of the doors, which is in great shape. As I mentioned there, the wheels and tires, both front and rear, we've already been over that. So we'll come back here. Of course, you got your fuel fill door here. Again, that functions nicely there. And then, of course, you got the back of the vehicle here now. So the tailgate area or the door area back here, again, all of which is in great shape. Of course, you've got the Yukon down here, the GMC badging over on the other side of the vehicle. All of your trim, all the black trim that's around the windows and so forth and the corners of the vehicle is all in great shape. Tail lights, the lenses and so forth, no chips, no cracks anywhere in those either, so those are all in good condition. Of course, you got your bumper here that does have the step pad on top there in case you need to get up on it or for any reason you're not going to damage the chrome finish that's on that bumper underneath. You do see, in fact, it does have the frame mounted hitch receiver here. That's going to be probably a class 3 or 4 hitch receiver, so if you do need to tow something with it, a smaller trailer or so forth like that, you'll be able to do that very easily with that hitch receiver. The wiring is in fact up underneath it there too for that. Again, as I mentioned, your rear windows here all tinted as well, no chips, cracks or scratches there. You do have the rear defrost back here as well, so that'll get you unfogged on those cool mornings. We'll open up the rear section here so that we can take a look. And again, the back of this vehicle, the cargo area is in really nice shape too. As you can see, your carpet trim and so forth that's on the back doors here is in great shape. If you look at the carpeting back in the cargo area, you can tell it's in very nice shape. Even still has some of that plastic back here there that says, you know, from the dealer and so forth. Got your storage component or cabinets in here too. Nice set of floor mats in there. And as you can see, carpeting's in really nice shape all throughout the cargo area. Even all of your plastic trim all the way around, nothing's been beat up on this vehicle. It's been kept very nice, so it all looks very well here. We'll go ahead and close this up. Okay, and that shuts all very nice and easy. In fact, you got your third brake light up on top. That way people can see you, obviously, from whenever you're coming to a stop there. Again, tail lights are all in good shape. All of your windows, even on the passenger side, are all in good condition. That body cladding there along the bottom side of the doors, all in really nice shape. Again, wheels and tires are all in great condition here too. I don't know if I mentioned or not, but it is a power steering and power brake car. Now it's got disc brakes up front, drums on the rear, and again, it's all OE stuff, all factory stuff here. So again, whenever it comes time to replace those components, you can just pretty much go to any auto parts store and pick those items up. Let's go ahead and we'll take our time and look at the interior, both in the back section now on the passenger side, and then we'll work our way to the front. So again, all of your seats, all the upholstery is all in good condition. Same thing with the carpeting. Like I said, the only thing is there, you will see a little bit of, you know, just some fading or discoloration just from normal wear and tear. But other than that, the carpet's in great shape, the upholstery's in great shape. And once again, we'll look at the front now, just from the passenger side. And like I said, everything about it's in great condition. Your dash is in great shape. It does have the, I believe, the owner's manual with it too, so that you'll have that to go along with it. And again, all your seals, your weather stripping, your door panels, again, all of that stuff is in really good shape here on this vehicle. Of course, we have the fender mounted antenna there for the radio to help you pick up those radio stations. We'll come around to the front of the vehicle. Of course, the headlights here are going to be all sealed beam units here. Now these are going to be, I believe these are plastic lenses on these. So again, these are all in good shape though. Again, there's no chips, no cracks, no nothing in any of those lenses. The grill is all intact. There's no pieces broke or cracked in it. All good and solid there. Of course, you see the GMC right there in the center. The front bumper here, chrome, is in great shape. Of course, you got some cladding around that bumper there for a little bit of added protection. And of course, the license plate mount on the front of the vehicle. If we go up above that, we can see that we do have, in fact, the factory hood there, which is in good shape. All of your gaps on that hood, all in great condition. The windshield here, you may have a little chip here and there, but again, for the most part, all pretty smooth on this glass here. It is, this whole vehicle, obviously, inspected here within the state of Pennsylvania until March of 2025. So it's just been recently inspected. It's gone through all of the checks and everything, and everything all looks good on the vehicle. Windshield wiper arms and blades, those are all in great condition too. Now let me go reach inside here. I'm going to pull the hood release, and then we can look at what we've got underneath the hood. So obviously you see that the hood release does in fact work. We'll come up here, find our latch, and then we'll raise the hood up. So again, on these you do have the hinges and springs here, which are functioning as they should. They're holding the hood up as they should. All of your hood insulation all attached as it should be too. Again, you don't see any pieces hanging down. The insulation is all intact and in really good condition underneath the hood of this vehicle. The engine, again, this is going to be your factory motor here, the correct motor for it. It's the Vortec 5.7 liter 350 motor there. Very good running engine, very reliable too. All of which, what you see here is pretty much exactly the way it would have come from the factory. You've got all your decals under the hood here, all your boxes for all your electronics and everything, your fuse panel, factory AC on the vehicle, all the hoses, all the lines have all been checked over, factory radiator, complete shroud here with the fan, just everything, just like I said, looks pretty much just the way it would have when it rolled off the showroom back in 1999 there. But as I mentioned there, it does have the power brakes, as you see the booster there and master cylinder, power steering again. And again, this vehicle here, obviously you can service the oil, you can service the power steering, and you can still service the transmission on this vehicle too, all by yourself if you need to. You don't have to, you know, take it into a dealer and have special tools, this and that, to do those things. Everything can all be done right here by you in your own driveway or your own garage. Behind the motor, of course, we have that 4L60 automatic transmission with the 350 10-bolt rear to power this thing. As far as exhaust on this Yukon, it's going to be the factory exhaust. It's a full 2-inch exhaust all the way back. It still retains the factory cats on it, as well as the factory muffler. Now it does have a 4-inch chrome exhaust tip on it, just to kind of help dress things up. But other than that, it's all factory underneath. As I said, it is factory suspension, but it does have the Belltech lowering kit on it here, obviously. So with that, I mean, the truck is in really nice shape for for what it is. And again, it has a stellar look to it, lowered down with the bigger wheels and tires. I think that you know, the condition of this vehicle and the look of it, just a really nice vehicle for somebody to get and use as a cruiser for, you know, for nothing else. So with that said, I always stop here and tell you, wherever you're watching the video from, make sure that you go to our website, hanksters.com, and check it out there, because there you're going to see upwards of 100 photos of the vehicle. You're going to see the full description, the options on the vehicle. You'll see our retail pricing, and that it includes shipping to anywhere within the 48 contiguous states. Also, it includes our Hanksters 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty as well. Any of you out there interested to find out how exactly that works, just reach out to us there. We'll be glad to go over it with you. Very simple process there involved with that, if you would ever need to use it. So with that said, we're pretty much done here with our walk around. What we'll do next is close everything up here, get it on our lift, and then we'll go through the complete underside with you and then fire that motor up so you get to hear what it sounds like. That's it for now. We'll come back in just a second to show you that underside. Hey folks, so here we are. We've got our 1999 GMC Yukon here up on the lift. Again, that is the 99, it's the SLE package on this particular Yukon. So we're gonna go through the underside here, mainly from the condition standpoint, go through everything. I'll point out, you know, pretty much what we have underneath here. And of course, we'll go through the condition of everything, you know, let you know if it's all good. No leaks, no drips, all that good stuff. So starting here at the front of our Yukon, now this one here, it does have the front air dam or chin spoiler there. Again, that's just a plastic unit here. It's all attached there with good factory fasteners there, all good and solid, and there's no splits, cracks, or breaks anywhere in that, that air dam. So again, that is all in good shape. Come back a little bit further here, we're going to look at that radiator, the underside of it. Obviously, we've already seen it from up top, but looking at it from the bottom, I'm just checking to make sure there's no leaks or drips along the bottom of it, which there is not, so no leaks or drips. And again, the shroud, all good and complete. There's no cracks, breaks, or splits anywhere in that. And again, all of your lines that I can see up above here, all nice and dry. Back a little bit further here now, starting to work with some of the suspension here on the vehicle. So we do have an inch and I think it's an inch and a half, I think, or inch and a quarter front sway bar. Good stout front sway bar here, so that's going to keep that front end nice and tight. The bushings here at the frame as well as the sway bar end links are all good. They're not split, they're not cracked, they're good, solid all the way around. So again, everything should be super tight on the front end of this vehicle. Of course, we look at all the steering components too while we're underneath here. Now, it is a power steering vehicle, so we look at our drag link, our pitman arm, and of course, our tie rods here, both the rod as well as the sway bar, or the tie rod ends on the vehicle. And again, everything looks nice and straight, has all the little rubber dust boot covers where it needs to have them. So all of that looks to be good shape here on the front end of our vehicle. Of course, we've got our front cross member here. Good solid unit here. Again, super straight all the way across. Doesn't look like it's ever been dinged on anything. Looks really nice. And of course, the rest of the front suspension, your upper and lower control arms, that's all going to be just factory OE stuff here, OE components. Now, this does in fact have the Belltech lowering kit on it. Obviously, from whenever we did our walk around, you can tell that the vehicle is definitely lowered to give it that nice looking stance there. So yeah, you do have all of that. As far as the braking system, power brakes as well. So we've got disc brakes up front, drums out on the rear, complete with the emergency brake, all hooked up, of course, and functional. And again, ball joints, spindles, all of that stuff, it's all been checked over, all in good condition on this vehicle. We come in towards the center here, we'll go ahead and start talking about the drive line a little bit from the underside here perspective. So again, we do have the 5.7 liter 350 cubic inch small block Chevrolet engine. Looking at the oil pan drain plug, the back of the pan where you might have some seepage from a rear main seal, everything is nice and dry on this vehicle. Even all the lines, transmission cooler lines, oil filter, everything, all super dry on this vehicle. Of course, behind that motor, we do have the 4L60 automatic transmission here. The trans pan on that is nice and dry all the way around. Up here in front, it does in fact have the cover for your flywheel, so you don't get any dirt or debris in there, possibly causing a chip or a tooth to chip off the flywheel. Transmission cross member, good solid unit here, nice beefy unit underneath here too as far as that goes. That's in great shape, all straight all the way across. As you can see, it's braced up real nice here. Tail shaft of the transmission, we look back here at the output shaft seal, that's where your slip yoke slides into it. That is nice and dry also. Before we get too far, if we look directly up above, the exhaust system on this car, this is going to be all factory here. So we've got a full 2-inch exhaust. You can see it does in fact have the, count them here, 1, 2 catalytic converters here, and then of course all of your O2 sensors. So you've got the O2 sensor in your downpipe coming from your exhaust manifold at the engine. You also have the O2 sensor, the downstream one here, right after the cats here also. So again, that's going to get you all of your readings and so forth that you need so that the vehicle does run properly. And again, it's the factory or OE muffler back here as well. Then of course it does have a single outlet there on that muffler with one single tailpipe and a 4-inch extension or exhaust tip on there. But we'll take a look at that where we can see it as we get back there a little bit further. As far as the frame and the floors go, no issues here whatsoever. This vehicle's in great condition. The frame is good and straight all the way back. The floors are good and solid all the way back. There's been no modifications whatsoever. All your stamping lines and everything are all in your floors, which again are in great shape. And again, all of your wiring, all your cables, all your lines as far as brake lines, fuel lines and such, all are going to be run nice and neat through the frame rails here and along the floor of the car here. Again, no issues there whatsoever. If we look out at our rockers, I can tell you that our rockers are good and solid on both sides here. Body mounts too on this car, all good as far as that goes. So again, you don't see any splits or cracks in any of the bushings there for your body mounts. Everything's all in good condition there. Of course, right above me here, this is in fact your fuel tank. It's like a poly style fuel tank here. So again, this is all in great shape. Again, no leaks, no drips whatsoever. All of your tank straps are good and secure, and all your mounting hardware is there, all the necessary stuff. So again, it is going to stay put and it is in great shape. Drive shaft, this is a steel drive shaft here, and again it is balanced. So again, you've got the weights on there to help keep any kind of driveline vibrations down in the vehicle. It is all in good shape here too. All the universals and so forth have been checked out and that is in good condition. As far as the rear end on the vehicle here, the front snout's nice and dry. It is a 10-bolt GM rear end, obviously. The rear diff cover on it is nice and dry all the way around also, and it does in fact have the 350 gearing in it as well. As far as the suspension, you've got the staggered shocks back here. All of your mounts and so forth are all in great shape here, and again, like I said, it does have that Belltech lowering kit on it. So again, those components are all in great shape and the hardware looks to be in great condition. As I mentioned, it does have the drum brakes out back here, complete with the emergency brake all hooked up and functional. Our wheels and tires, obviously you saw those from the external walk around video. These of course are those Riddler 22-inch wheels, the 695 series I believe is what they are. They've got that the gloss gray centers with the machine lips on them. As I mentioned, 22-inch wheels here. The tire sizes on this thing, again, I know I've already gone over them with the external video, but we've got, I believe it's 235/30s on the front end. That's 235/30 ZR22s. And then on the back, 295/30 ZR22s. Same name brand tire, all four corners. We've got Duron M636, I think is the actual like name of the tire, and again it's all matching tread and so forth, so again they all look like they belong on the vehicle. As we come back a little bit further, of course we got a full-size spare mounted from underneath here. That's where your stock location always was, and again you do retain that spare tire. As I mentioned, you've got that tailpipe here with that 4-inch chrome tip back here on the exhaust to finish that all off. And then of course, if you ever need to do any kind of towing or any kind of light hauling with the vehicle, we do have the frame mounted hitch receiver back here as well, with the wiring back here also for it. Now this is probably like a class 3 or class 4 hitch receiver, so yeah, it's going to get the job done if you need to haul something small back there, as far as a smaller enclosed trailer or anything like that. So with that said, that's pretty much it for underneath our Yukon here. So as we do with all our vehicles, we'll go ahead and lower this down. We'll go underneath the hood so that we can fire the motor up. That way you'll get to hear the motor, see how nice and calm it is there, along with the stock OEM exhaust for the vehicle. Also at this point, I'd just like to take a moment also to let all you car folks out there know that we are in fact an ATC trailer dealer now as well. We've been doing it for a few months now. We've got multiple models on our lot right now available for sale. I always just kind of recommend that if you are looking for a trailer and you're one of our car customers, we can definitely offer you a little bit of a special pricing there. But I always tell you, go to our, you can go to our car website and check it out. Just go to the inventory tab, the drop down, and you'll find trailers there. It'll take you right to our trailer website, or you can go directly there, which is hankstershaulers.com, and you'll see all of the available inventory there. We can also order trailers and custom orders, stuff like that. So if there's something special you're looking for, definitely give us a call there and we'll do our best to help you out in that situation. So right now, let's go ahead and lower this, go underneath the hood, and let you hear exactly how that motor sounds.